So hello everybody. So I got the scare of my life this year. I got diagnosed with a stage 2 cancer. It all started in December of 2021. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I never felt a lump or anything, never. So I never went to the mammogram or anything like that. But you know what? I'm thankful for COVID. I'm thankful for COVID, that I got COVID. You know why? You know, I'm sorry for all the people who are dying and they're still sick in the hospital and everything. But for me, for my personal experience, I'm glad for COVID because even though I almost died from COVID, it was a horrible experience. I mean, COVID exists. So, from the COVID, I developed some lung issues because I was in the bed so much or whatever. So the doctor sent me to radiology. And there I went to the MRIs and the CT scans and all that stuff. But then they asked me, hey, do you want a mammogram? And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I went to the mammogram and I prayed. Oh my God, I prayed that nothing would happen, that everything would come out well. And my God, I shocked him there. Oh, we found something. We found something in your mammogram, so we have to send you in for the following mammogram, the full mammogram, because the ones that we get are just like they just, I guess they just test the surface or they check the surface of your breast or whatever, I don't know. But the one that I got the second time was like more intense, and it was more time, and there were more images taken and everything. So I did that. After that, I got the news that they found some dark spots. Let's call them dark spots on the images. So consultation, and they told me it looks like probably has cancer, and I'm like, I was in shock. I didn't know to cry. I wasn't surprised. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know if you guys went through that too. So they're like, okay, so we have to get started. We have to get biopsies. We have to get all these things. And do you want to wait? Do you want to consult another doctor? Whatever. So I said, my husband and I, like, no, you know, I couldn't believe it, first of all. And I'm like, you know what? Just do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. And they told me, it doesn't look like it's bad. It looks like it's a zero. If you guys have cancer or diagnosed, you know what that is. It's zero. It looks like zero, but we want to take biopsies. So, okay, we got biopsies. I had 3 biopsies on my left breasts, and they came back in as positive stage 1 cancer. And then I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I felt like I was in a dream or a nightmare. And my husband and I didn't know what to do. Like, oh my gosh, no one in my family has cancer. No one. Breast cancer, nothing like that. So we're like, where did this come from? And you ask yourself, how did I get it? Why did I get it? And you always ask, why me? Why me? But for some reason, but anyway, we decided to take it head on. And so we got, we did the biopsies, and then after that, all the doctor appointments came in and all the consultations, and they say, you know what, we need to go into surgery. We need to go into surgery and remove all that tissue. And since you're in early stages, it's you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay as long as we take that out. And we're like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And I went to consultation. I went to the oncologist. I went to. They sent me after that. They sent me to the surgeon, was really good surgeon, really good surgeon, Dr. Hernandez at Dignity Health here in Arizona, in Chandler. Thank you. And then with the Dr. Finkel, which is a plastic surgeon, also. Thank you so much for everything. So, in our plan, and they talked about it. What did I want? Did I want a full removal of my breasts? Do I want both off, one off, and all that? So we're like, no, just take them both off. Why would you only want one? So just take them both off. I don't want to deal with this ever again. They said, well, that's the best way to go, because you get rid of all that tissue. Get rid of all that tissue and you should be good. You're early stage. So I got the double mastectomy. That was in February 4th of this year. And after they sent the tissues in, they realized that it was more advanced. That not only I had cancer on my left, but also on my right that they didn't think I had, and they couldn't find it. They said, oh, they were surprised to see that I had cancer on this side. So because of that, now I'm at stage two. Stage two, was at stage two. And they removed my breasts, and I had, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, I opted for the Goldilocks. The Goldilocks is they remove all the tissue inside, but they leave you save the nipples, you save your breasts. They won't be as big, but you can save the tissues. And that's what I opted for. That's what we opted for. And the doctors were great. And so now I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery. I've been out of work for a while. Everybody in my family has been super great. Thank you, everyone. And I'm in recovery, and they look pretty good. And now after that, I'm going to chemo. Chemo is next, and I'm gonna have that for a while. After the chemo cycles are over, I'm gonna have radiation, just to kill anything left over from anything I might have. Hopefully, Lord Jesus, hopefully it's done and I'm done with this. And this was just the bump in the road of my life. And maybe I can talk to people about it, and maybe that's why I got it. Maybe I could be an advocate for breast cancer survivors and for anybody who is dealing with cancer, and I can help them. So I just wanted to share with you my stages, what I'm gonna be going through. I already had, my surgeries. I had a port inserted for easier access for the chemo. I had that done. So next week I'm gonna start my chemo, and I want to take you guys along and see how that goes. All right. And thank you so much for listening, everybody. And I hope that you tune in to the rest of my treatment. Okay, you guys. Thank you. Bye.